What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. If you're new and if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. So this morning we are going to mess around with this flex rubber a little bit more. If any of you didn't see my previous video of the unboxing of it, it does come as a kit. It comes with the flex rubber A and B. It comes with some cups. It comes with a bunch of different colors of the flocking. Comes with bags to put them in after you make them. Comes with a mold, the paw prints mold. And it comes with a box for you to put your flocking in to coat your squishies after they're made. So, I've been waiting on my hamster mold to come for well over a month and a half now, okay? And I finally got it. Now, the reason why I got the hamster mold was because my daughter had a hamster and she absolutely loved it. His name was Buddy, and he's a little brown hamster and he had a little white belly, and I know I'm not going to be able to get all of those cute little details into it like I would with resin with the squishy stuff, but we are going to try to make a couple little hamster squishies. Now, I am going to do this in the squishies, and then I'm also going to make some in resin. But this morning we're going to try it with the squishies, and then my next video we're going to try it with the resin. Now, this mold is terrible as far as it's really hard to get it to like sit right. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a nightmare. And I did measure to see how much to mix, and it looks like it's gonna be about 100 milliliters. So about 3.5, 4 ounces of resin and 3.5, 4 ounces of the flex rubber. So I'm probably gonna mix 4 for the first one and see what I have left over, and then kind of gauge it from there, because I'd rather have a little bit too much and have a little bit left over than not have enough. So, that being said, we are going to go ahead and get started. Now, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to put the Vaseline in my mold before I mix my silicone. I have a couple different colors of mica powders set aside here, so that way I can try a couple different colors, because I don't have any kind of like brown or tan flocking. I only have what they sent with the kit, unfortunately, because I need to get some brown flocking and it's not come yet. So I thought I will, because her hamster was like a tan color, so I thought if we do a darker brown as the initial colorant of the hamster, and we needed to do like use the white flocking on it, it will lighten it up using the white, but if we have the darker base color with the flex rubber, putting the light on it will lighten it up, but not to the point that I think that it would make it too light. I'm hoping that'll kind of like even that out. Do you guys see what I mean? I hope so. But we're gonna try at least 2 different colors, and then obviously when I do it in resin, I'll be able to get a way closer color to what I'm looking for than I will be able to with the flux rubber, because of the fact that, you know, we can really get, you know, color match with resin better than this, especially with me not having the right color flockings yet. But I just figured I would, while I'm waiting on the rest of that stuff to come, I would try this mold out and see how it does. So I'm going to just work on getting, I'm going to do it at least 2. So I want to at least get 2 of these molds ready with the Vaseline, so they're prepared when we put the flux rubber in. And you guys, you don't have to put like a crazy amount of Vaseline in, okay? Just put some in and then rub it all around on the inside. Just try to get it the best you can. You don't want to go too heavy on the Vaseline, but you want to make sure you have enough that it creates that barrier. I've not tried to make a squishy without the Vaseline, which I've thought about it just to see how difficult it would be to do. But I haven't tried it yet to actually test it. And then the other thing I was thinking, has anybody tried to like brush color on like a chameleon powder or something and then do the flux rubber? I haven't seen that yet, but I'm kind of curious about it, to be honest with you, to see. Now we wouldn't be able to do like the Vaseline with it like that, because obviously, you know. So I don't know, maybe we'll try it and see. Little squishy experiment again. Now you remember in my last video I made the glow in the dark squishies. So yes, you can put glow in the dark powder in your squishy mix and make glow in the dark squishies. I wouldn't recommend doing a liquid, only because I feel like it changes the consistency of the flux rubber and it doesn't cure right. So I would use like the powder, glow in the dark powders. So anyhow, let's get started here. First thing we need to do is we want to set this somewhere that it's not, that it's going to be even here and not be lopsided or anything. I really do need to get myself a you know what I'm talking about, like a mold stabilizer, so that way, like when I'm making things like this or some of my other molds that aren't as sturdy, like it'll help with the stability of my mold while it's curing. Now, when I'm doing this, as I explained in my videos before, I do check it between the volume and the weight, and I try to get it as close as I can with both the volume and the weight. So for the first one, we are going to try to get, we're going to at least do 90 milliliters. That'll give us around 3 ounces. So you want to put your cup on, you want to zero your scale back to 0, and then start adding. So I'm going to do 90 altogether, which means I need about 45 milliliters of A. And I hate these cups because you can't really see the numbers very well. Well, I think I just that's about 45. And we have 1360 for our ounces here. So alright. So we have an even amount. We have about 28. So I would say, you know, that's pretty close to 3 ounces, give or take. It's a little bit more B than what it was A, but the milliliters are pretty close to being even. Oh my goodness, you guys, there's literally hair everywhere in my house right now because my dog is shedding mad bad. She's a Shih Tzu Pomeranian mix, and oh my goodness, she's a shedding machine right now. She's shedding out like her winter coat, and it's quite literally everywhere. I feel like all I do is wash and wash and wipe and wash and wipe. But you're just gonna want to mix this up really good like you do the resin, you know, your couple minutes mixing time. Now with this stuff, you can't see, you know, any like difference between the mixture. And when you mix A and B of resin, it's clear, so you can see any of the mixture that it's not mixed right together. to keep mixing, and then when it becomes clear, you know that you got it mixed together right. Now with this stuff, you can't. It does not have that. So you just gotta try to, you know, mix it as good as you can for a couple minutes. Make sure you're, you know, scraping your sides and your bottom. And then we're also going to be adding some mica powder to this, so it's going to get stirred some more with that. So I got brown. I got a brown red, which I'm not sure on that one. I got a coffee color. And I got a, what they were calling a tan, but it is very dark brown. It's actually darker than the brown. But, like I was saying earlier, I do want something a little bit darker. Excuse me, because I'm going to be putting the white flocking on it, so I don't want anything too light, because then it's going to not look right when I put that white on. It'll lighten it up too much, I feel. So alright, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one of the coffee and one of the tan, and we're gonna see what that does. So we'll do the tan first. And you guys, if you're looking for mica powders that are inexpensive and good, beautiful colors, the Small Tongue brand, you can find it on Amazon. They sell huge sets of mica powders for cheap, and they're beautiful colors, like gorgeous colors. They mix really nice with your resin or flex rubber. I mean, like, I'm not kidding you when I tell you that they are very good mica powders. I'm not even just saying that. Like, obviously I don't get paid to sell their stuff, but they are very, very good. Now, you guys seen I didn't put very much in there because I don't want to have to add any more mica powder in there than needed. So put a little bit in, mix it up really good. If you need to put a little bit more, you can, but I'm gonna be honest with you when I tell you that you don't really need a lot of mica powder to color this flex rubber. It takes the color really well. Look, see? I mean, look at that. That's pretty good. Just with those two little scoops I put in there. Okay. That, hopefully that'll be, well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? It's a learning curve, you guys. If you're used to resin, it's definitely a learning curve. But it is a fun learning curve, you guys. Very fun. Give it a try. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will do whatever I can to help. I'm not a pro by any means at resin or at the flex rubber, but I've made quite a few things, so I do think, you know, I could help in certain aspects if needed. Alright, let's let this kind of degas for a second, and let's go ahead and mix up another batch here real quick. And I'm just gonna do my best without scaling it this time by weight. Do another 90 milliliters. We'll do another 45 and 45 to make our 90. That way we can let that kind of degas for a minute while we are getting this next batch mixed. Now, you don't get a lot with the kit. They are small bottles. They're little 8-ounce bottles, so you get 16 ounces in the kit. But they do offer bigger bottles that you can buy separate, and they don't come like with all this stuff. Like, this is a whole kit with the flocking and the bags and all that stuff. You can just buy the flex rubbers separate in bigger containers. Now, I've made 4 of the paw prints that came with it, and now these 2 hamsters, and I still have a little less than half a bottle left. So I probably have about 8 ounces left combined. And mind you, these hamsters are 3 to 4 ounces a piece. So that's, you know, a lot of where it went. Because them little paw prints are, I think, an ounce and a half. So they're not very big, and you can really make a lot of those. I am going to be very excited to try making it in resin though, because you can really paint the molds, and, you know, do a lot more with that than you can. Oh, nuggets. Did I do tan? I think so. Jeez, I should have paid attention, huh? Alright. We'll do coffee in this one. And again, I'm just starting off with 2 little scoops. Wonder if we can no, you won't really see it anyhow. And we're gonna get this one mixed up here. Another thing I would like to try is, like with resin, how you make up, you know, 2 to 3 whatever colors, and you kind of like pour back and forth between the colors, like dirty pouring. I kind of like curious, can you dirty pour squishies? You guys, you have no idea. My brain has not stopped thinking about all kinds of different ideas and stuff to do with this stuff since I've seen it advertised with Let's Resin. So you might be seeing a lot of experimenting on this channel. But hey, that's how we know we can make glow-in-the-dark squishies now. Alright, you guys, that looks pretty good. And this one is the tan, or the, geez. The first one's the coffee, the second one is the brown. So the first one's the coffee, the second one's the brown. Alright, guys. First, we're going to pour this in a little bit. And then I want to squish his ears a little bit here. To make sure it's getting down in there. I didn't think about this before, but I should have did these two end ones instead of here and here, because how am I gonna squish this one's ears? Oh my. Brandy, you and your brilliant ideas. Oh no! We're not gonna have enough. I didn't make enough. Oh no. Well, now we know. It's definitely more than 3 ounces. Oh no. Yeah. Definitely gonna need Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and mix up a little bit more. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. I just mixed up 60 nope, wrong one, Brandy. I just mixed up 60 more oh, shnikes. Did I just mix the wrong color? think I did. Nuggets. I think I did. Okay, well, we're gonna have to mix more of the coffee. I mixed more of the brown instead of the coffee. So, we're gonna have to do that real quick, you guys. Well, I will go ahead and pour this into that other one, and then I'll just mix up some more of the coffee color and dump it in there. How many of you were yelling at me? Wrong color, Brandy. Well, I guess we could find out if we can ombre colors or, you know, dirty pour colors with silicone. We could just dump this in there and find out real quick, huh? But let's try to not on this one. Maybe if we have some left over after, we can try not to make a mess, but trying to get down in that little stinker's ear. Alright. Boy, this mold is a nightmare. I'm definitely gonna have a fun time when I do this with resin next, because it's not very stable. I mean, it's gonna be about the same weight, you know, the flex rubber and the resin, but my thing is like, my biggest thing is going to be the fact that if it cures a little bit crooked with the flex rubber stuff, it's not going to be the end of the world, rather than if we have a completely crooked mold with resin. I gotta make some more. I should have gloves on. Moved it little bit too much. Dang. And see, now it's not like sitting right either because it's not filling up in the back part where it needs to. Well, guys, like I said, we're always learning on my channel. Always learning. And now it seems like it's sitting too much this way. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gonna be a nightmare mold to do with resin, for sure. Like, for sure. Because it can't, it's not wanting to stay like any kind of right level. Oh my, what a nightmare. Why do I do this to myself? I should have just said no. I can't do one in the squishies. I'll just do it in resin. But you know me. Sure. Let's do it. How do I get it to stop? I need to dry around here where it keeps running off, because it's kind of the same as resin, where resin's at, resin will go in the same kind of sense. So if you dry out a little bit like you would resin, just clean it off a little bit around the edge. Oh my gosh. It just keeps running. Alright. And like, you gotta get it into this bottom piece here, because that's where his feet is at, and the bottom of his bum. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be easier to do with resin than this stuff. Because this is not it. This is not it, guys. Because like I said, you have to fill this bottom in, because that's the bottom of his bum and his feet. So you have to fill that part in. But it just wants to keep overflowing, because it's about impossible to have it be level. Oh my gracious. What in the world was I thinking? I'm always up for a challenge, but in this case, because see, I need it to like smidge it just a little bit this way and smidge it just a little bit towards the back. And it just keeps running over the edge. And like this part here has to be covered, because that's like the bottom of the hamster. Oh my gravy. I don't even know what to do. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it alone, and then once it starts setting up a little bit more, maybe then I'll go and add like a tiny bit more to it on the bottom, so that way it's not like it doesn't keep wanting to overflow and overflow and overflow. Maybe if I let it start to cure up and then add a little bit more, then maybe it will be okay. But we won't know unless we try it, and we won't know unless we figure it out. And then, in case this happens to anybody else, they buy this mold, which I wouldn't recommend, but in case you do, or in case you already have and you're waiting on it, like me, for a month, then you'll have a little bit of a heads up what not to do and how maybe to fix it. So alright, let's see if this will quit running. And then instead of me mixing up more for no reason, I'm just going to, no, you know what, we're just gonna, see, that's not even gonna be enough. Oh man. We're gonna find out what happens whenever you put two different colors together. Even though this one is mostly all that darker color, but maybe it'll kind of give it a different kind of look. I hate to mix up more and waste it. But we do need a little bit more for his bum. So we'll mix up a little bit more for his bum, and then if there's any left over, we'll just throw it in the paw print mold, because it don't take as much to fill up, and she could have a matching paw print to her hamster. So let's just do a little bit more. Oh, I just bumped it. I didn't put enough A in there, guys. Now I mixed way too much. So I'm definitely gonna need this paw print mold. But here, wait a minute. Why don't we do this? We'll make an experiment out of it, because we were trying to think what would happen if we put chameleon powders on let's do some of this tan. And then we'll paint the mold with, should we do a chrome or should we do a chameleon, guys? We want a dark color for sure. Do we want to do purple? Let's do purple. We'll paint the mold purple. Now, I'm not going to be able to put any kind of Vaseline or anything on this one that we're painting, but we'll just see what happens, right? We'll see if it sticks to the flex rubber or not, or if it just don't do anything, then we'll know. Or, I mean, if it's even gonna matter if we put any kind of colorant on it, because it may end up sticking to the flex rubber, but you may not even be able to really see it or anything. Just same as like color or you know, like glitters or anything like that, because once you put the flocking on, it kind of like, you know, hides everything that you put in it, on it, you know. All that jazz. So, I'm not even trying to be like super perfect with this either. I don't care if it's got like missing spots or whatever. This is just a little experiment. Just as long as like the majority of it's covered and we can get an idea on if it'll work or not. I don't even know if we'll be able to get it out of the mold without ruining it with not putting the Vaseline on the mold. I don't know. I've never tried it. But there's a first time for everything. Never tried to make glow in the dark squishies, and we figured that out. So maybe, just maybe. Okay. Now let's get this mixed up. finish the other hamster's bottom area. I'm definitely gonna have to buy some more of this stuff, guys. This stuff is too fun. I got way more experiments and stuff I want to try with it, and different molds I want to use it for. So we're definitely gonna have to be buying ourselves bigger jugs of it. I won't buy the kit again. I'll just buy the big bottles. And then I also have a couple other different colors of flocking coming. So that'll be fun. Okay, let that degas for a minute while we clean up some of this stuff and put some of this stuff away. And there's some pink flocking in this container. I need to make sure I get it out before we put our hamsters in there, because we don't want paint. And I'm gonna do his little eyes and his little cheeks, and his eyes I'm gonna paint black, but his little cheeks I'm gonna make them, pink, and then do the inside of his little ears pink and stuff like that. So, and then his little belly is white. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that part, but we're gonna try to figure that out. Just because, we're gonna have to flock them in all pretty much white. Why is this still running? Because the bottom's not even completely filled, as you can see. It's like yeah. So I have a feeling whenever I try to do this with resin, I'm gonna have to do it like this too, where I don't fill the whole thing. I only fill it like this, and then do the rest of it, the rest of his bottom in like a UV resin or something to finish him on the bottom, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to pour all that with resin and it not do what it's doing right now. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got this stuff everywhere. It's literally down in the other molds going, And I just kind of like tap it a little bit too. Kind of how you do whenever you're making like mixed mold, or you know, because it will help move up some of the bubbles in that. Alright, let's pour the rest of this one in here. That's a way prettier brown. Than the other ones we did. This is the tan. I think this would be a way nicer color, toned down a little bit with some white for the resin. So I have to keep that in mind, that we want the tan adding with some white. I'm like so terrified now that this one is gonna start overflowing. So like, this is so dumb, because this centerpiece is higher than the sides. So how the heck do you pour that with anything and it not overfill? Like, how would you do that? You can't. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting for resin. But like I said, I might have to do it in like 2 parts. I might have to do the majority of it and then do the rest with like a UV to avoid it from spilling over. Nope. It's already starting to run over. And guys, I actually have it leaning this way, like down. So that way I was hoping it wouldn't start running out that side. Yeah, I can't get over that. This was bad mold. because the center is higher than the rest of it, and that's so dumb. Like, you couldn't use this for mixed mold, you couldn't use this for resin, can't use it for the flex rubber. Like, what would you be able to use this mold for without it dumping over because it's not level? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to accept the fact that it's gonna spill over a little bit, and then whenever we take it out and unmold it, then we can just trim off the stuff that is spilling over and clean it up that way. Do the best we can with it. Well, I feel like this was a major flop video, but hey, I'm good at making flop videos, and then I redeem myself by fixing them somehow. So maybe we will learn something from this. Definitely don't buy this mold, for one. That will be first and foremost lesson here. Yeah, see guys, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can move it and it's like as level as it's gonna get, and it's still gonna run. There's just no getting around it. So we're just gonna be doing some trimming and fixing whenever it's done. And at this point, I'm done with the hamster. It can run and do whatever it wants to do, and we'll just clean it up whenever it's done. I try to dry up around the edges, because that does help sometimes, like, it stop running. But in this case, it's not working. So we're gonna take the rest of the flex rubber that we got, and we're gonna dump it in this little paw mold over here. And we're gonna find out if putting any kind of powders on your mold does anything or not, and we're gonna see if it'll stick to the flex rubber. Oh no, you guys, I did it again. It's okay. This one's way easier to clean up. We're just scoop it down into there. Yep. Just level her off down into the next one. Yeah, guys, this stuff, if anybody hasn't used it yet or is thinking about using it, it's very runny, like water, like deep pour. So it overflows super easy, super fast. See how much of a gap that's gonna be? It's not gonna even come close to filling that in. Cause like, this is literally to the point of overflowing, and this still could use way more in the center. Yeah, I would not recommend buying this mold off of Amazon. First of all, it took a month and a half to get here. And secondly, it's not right. Steer clear. I've genuinely gotten better molds from Temu than this. This is not even cool. Not even in the slightest. I think I am going to order the other hamster mold that I found on Temu. It might take it a while to get here, but that's fine. Because it'll take another week or so before I get any more of this Flux Rubber too. So. And just take the rest of this and dump it down into the other paw print over here. And I made about 60 milliliters, about 2 ounces. So 2 ounces, the 60 milliliters would do the 2 paw prints. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, 60 would work, because I think that's what I mixed up before, was 60 for 2. And I gotta remember I did dump more into that before I dumped it into the paws. So And we'll get those cleaned out. Look at this, you guys. Ugh. Alright, well, we are gonna wait until these are cured up, and then we'll come back and see if we can figure out how to fix this bottom on them somehow. And then after that, we will either take them out and say the heck with the bottom feet for this round, or try to see if we can figure out how to fix them. And then I don't know, I'm just not even really too encouraged about it at this point now, because it's not even gonna be close to being right or okay. So I'm very disappointed in this mold. Very, very disappointed in it. Alright guys, well, I will see you whenever they are completely cured up. Everybody have a blessed day. I love y'all, and I'll see you in a little. Bye-bye. Hey guys, welcome back. So these, I left them set up all day, and especially because I was worried that, you know, with it being so much thicker than like these little paws and stuff are, I thought maybe it'd be best if I went ahead and just left it longer than I normally would anyhow. So now we got these, and I'm just gonna say, yeah, this mold, do not buy it for anything like this, because as you see, this and these both were so full when I went to bed, and they were overflowing. They were so full, and now it's dipped down in. And I mean, yes, I get it. It is going to shrink, you know, just like resin does. It shrinks a little bit, but not to this much. And the other thing is that there's no way you can pour this without it overflowing, because do you see how much this center is up over the edge of the outside? You cannot do anything with this mold like that. It's just not gonna work. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this mold. I genuinely would want to just return this stinking thing, but I hate having the headache of having to do that. And it really stinks because I wasted a lot of flex rubber making these. I should have just did one and seen how it was instead of making two, because now I'm pretty much out of flex rubber. And while I am out of flex rubber, I don't have enough left to really do anything at this point. And these are gonna be a total fail. Now, before we start digging into that, you guys know that I did brush chameleon powders onto this mold before I dumped it in. And I am so curious to find out if it will work on the flex rubber, to see, can we brush chameleon powders or mica powders or whatever on the molds, and will it stick to the silicone, well, the flex rubber. So I cannot wait. I'm like a little kid. I want to dig in. And I didn't put any Vaseline on these. So I don't know what this is going to be like trying to get out of here. But we're going to do the best we can. It is looking like it did stick to it, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think it does work, you guys. Now, I mean, it's probably not gonna be anything terrific, amazing, superb, whatever, because the mold wasn't dusted, completely all the way good. And not only that, but, you have to put flocking on it, so it's probably going to end up covering up, your color anyhow. But I just wanted to see if it would work, because, oh my goodness, this could open up so many doors for other stuff. You guys, it worked. And look how stinking pretty. It's a shame that you have to put flocking on it and it'll cover it up and you won't be able to see how pretty that is. But it worked. It worked. So now we know we can paint on our micas and our chameleons and our chromes and our flakes maybe even. And yeah, it works. And we also know we can do glow in the dark. So now, 2 experiments, we've learned some cool stuff about this stuff. Alright, you guys, let's put this one aside for a minute, because we are going to have to put flocking on that one, at some point to get it so that it's not as sticky. I wish they had, like, some sort of, like, clear flocking that you could put on instead of having to have, like, all of the colors, because that would be awesome, that you could put, like, a translucent flocking on. Now I'm thinking about something else I might want to try, but I'll save that for another video. This one's going to be long enough already, with all the mess we had going on last night. Okay, so I was just thinking to myself, we can mix any other micas and stuff in here. What if we mix in the chameleon powders to the flex rubber and use that as our colorant? Yes, you guys. Yes, you guys, we are trying it next, okay? I promise. In one of my next Too Much Tuesday experiment day, we are going to do that. Alright, let's see what kind of a mess we got with this situation here. Like I said, I'm so disappointed in this. Especially since how, my daughter was so stinking excited about, having a squishy that's like her hamster, and it's just heartbreaking, I guess. And like I said, I feel like it's a lot of waste for nothing. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm talking before seeing it, but we will find out. I have to try to get down in here without ripping his little ears off somehow. Oop, I think I got one out without ripping it off. Now I'm just trying to get the other one out. Just going nice and slow. Oh, yep, got it. Okay. And I did put, you know, a decent amount of Vaseline on the mold because I wanted to... Oh! He turned out okay. He's got all of his body parts. He's got his feet and his hands and his face. He's got everything. Okay, guys. Maybe it isn't a total fail. What the heck's with this part then up here? Is this just some kind of like overspill part or something? I don't know, but he turned out okay. He's got all of his pieces and parts, and look at them cheeks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's put him down for a minute. And let's try to get this other one out. Oh, you guys, now I'm a little bit happier. Okay, so we have some happy stuff going on today. We do. We learned something new about the flex rubber. We can paint on our molds with our powders. And we know they glow in the dark now. And you guys, this mold actually kind of worked. Oh, I'm excited because now, when my daughter comes home from work, she'll be able to see it. I didn't say anything to her like last night or this morning or anything about the fact that I didn't think that this was going to work because, you know, I was just grasping at straws, holding on to hope that even if it turned out not good, that there may be some way I could, you know, salvage it and make it okay, at least somewhat okay for her. So I'm glad that, oh my goodness, I'm glad that it worked better than what I thought. Okay, there we go. There's our second one. And remember, with this one, I didn't have enough of the one color, so I ended up putting the lighter colors in, and I was like, I wonder if you'll see it, like it'll blend together, kind of like how resin does, and it did, you guys. Like, it actually, like, you can see the different colors in them. See, he's got the lighter in there and the darker. It turned out really cute, I think. I really like it. Yes. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. So, let me put this aside because them are gonna need scrubbed out bad. And this is just extra flex rubber that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. Probably just pitch, because what in the world would I do with it? But let's get our container, and we are gonna do the white for the hamsters. I got purple that I could do on that purple, but actually, let me see what if I put a little bit of black on this brown. Yeah. Okay, so if you put black on the brown, yeah, it's gonna make it a lot darker, which I kind of thought it would, but not, I mean, it straight up makes it black. And, let's see, we'll use this little paw as like a little tester. Let's see how light it's gonna make them little hamsters with putting the white flocking on. I mean, yeah. But man, well, I'll make her new ones whenever I get my brown flocking and whenever I get more of my flex rubber in. I have a crap ton of orders coming, you guys. All kinds of cool, fun stuff, new stuff, different stuff. All different. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I am so excited about all the cool things that we got coming up here. So, and that's the other thing I didn't think about, is these guys are not gonna fit in these bags. Wait, I think I might have. Oh yeah, see? It pays to freaking night shop for stupid stuff that you don't really need. Because I bought these like a year ago and was like, they're not what they weren't the size or whatever that I thought. And then I was like, what am I ever going to do with them? Well, guess what? We can put our big squishies in these, guys. Yes! Alright. Good thinking, woman. Alright. My brain's onto a roll today of some sort. So, let's color his eyes and stuff. And I want to put a little bit of pink on his cheekers. So let's find some blush for this little man. Where is my pink? Well, I don't know. Where is my pink? I have a ton. Do you think I can find it when I need it? Nope. We'll use this one for now. I'm gonna take a marker and color his little eyes. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we're just gonna use the Sharpie and try to color his little eyes. It's not really, I mean it is, but it's not really like wanting to show up. Well, the other thing we can do is we can use I got something on my, oops, sprayed the wrong way. Yep, I don't want it to get on my squishies, and it keeps like appearing out of nowhere, like constantly. It's so annoying. All right, and my dog is getting shaved. The first sign of nice weather. Oh gosh, I can't stand it anymore. Okay, so what if we do black flocking on his eyes? We'll grab some micro brushes. We'll do some black flocking on his eyes and then do the pink mica powder. Now, what did I just do with it? my gosh, it's right in front of my face, y'all. Let's take some of this black and put it on his eyes, and then we'll take the pink mica powder and we'll do his little cheekers to make him have some white cheeks, or some pink cheeks. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is gonna work either, but we're gonna try it. Okay. Okay. I think putting the black Sharpie on first helps, and then put a little bit of the black flocking over it, because it like makes it darker. And then plus when we put the other flocking on the rest of him, then it won't, like the white, then it won't go over his eyes. Okay. Now, let's get some pink. And we're gonna do, oop, 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 oop. No, you can't stick to him wherever you want. We're gonna do like the inside of his little ear here with some pink. And then we're gonna do his big old chubby cheekers here. Oh no. We need like a brush. Because that little micro brush is gonna take us forever trying to get his chubby cheekers done. I'm sorry if you guys can't really see that good, but once I get it on here, I'll show you a little better, because he's so sticky right now that it's so hard to like try to hold him and then try to use two hands, you know what I mean, to try to get it. So yes, he's got some nice big pink chubby cheeks. Oh, you guys, if any of you haven't tried this Flex Rubber yet, give it a try. It is so fun. Like, it just brings out the inner kid in you. If you have kids or grandkids, like, sit down and make a little, you know, a little family night, and make some little, you know, animals, or, you know, whatever you like. I mean, there's molds for all kinds of stuff out there. So, I mean, you could do themed stuff like, you know, Mickey or Minnie, or you could do anything, really. So many things, so many possibilities. So, now I'm going to take the pink flocking, and I'm going to go over the pink that I put on his cheeks and his ears, because I don't, you know, again, I don't want the white that we're going to put on him to then cover over his cheekers. And I probably will go back in over him after I put the other flocking on, just to, you know, darken it up a little bit more after. But this will help, like, preserve that color a little bit from that other, you know, from the white or whatever getting on it, so then that way it's not taking away from the pinky color. Let's get his little Ears. Good. Oh, look how stinking cute. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably hideous, but it's cute. It's so cute and so fun. Oh, look. Okay. Now, for the next part. Let's see here. Put them in here with a little bit of this white flocking. Now, I'm not gonna like go ham on it because I don't want it to really bomb out all this dark color that he has on him. So, let me just show you real quick what I did with his cheeks and his ears and his eyes. Okay? And I know it probably looks goofy right now because it looks like it's really, really crazy pink and stuff. But you want to do that because you want, you know, if you're going to put, like I'm doing a lighter color flocking, and it's really going to take away from the color of him and what I put on him. So I'm not trying to put too much on because I really don't want him to be like super, super light. Even though he's gonna be no matter what I do because it's white. But I think he's gonna be cute either way, so I think she's gonna like him, and that's all that matters. Other than the fact that his color is gonna change once I put this on him, and he's not gonna be as brown like he's supposed to be. But it's okay. I will get some brown and get it on the next one that I do, so that way she has a little brown hamster instead of a white one. Yeah. That's sad. Because, I mean, it just took away from all of the color and stuff. Well, you know, at least we learned some stuff today, and I don't think it was a total fail because now we know some things that we didn't before, and oh, look at him. I'm trying to, like, brush off any extra, you know, that's on them that you know, maybe we could not have on them. Because I'm hoping that'll kind of lighten him up a little bit. Okay. Well, you guys, that's about the best he's gonna get for now. He looks absolutely terrible on camera. I promise he doesn't look that bad in person, but he looks terrible on camera. Oh my. Would it make a difference if we put a little bit of black over top of him? Like, would it kind of tone down? Oh my goodness, what did I just do? I was just thinking, like, put a little bit of light dusting of the black over the white, so that way it would kind of tone down some of that white, that bright white. Just, even just, you know, a little bit here and there, just so that way he's not like, poof, in your face. Oh my god, he looks like a snow bunny hamster, not a hamster. Well, oh my goodness, you guys. What do I get myself into? What in the world do I get myself into? But you know what? I'm having a fun time. A freaking fantastic time. So, that's all that matters. Is you enjoy what you love doing. And, you know, you can learn stuff and help other people and maybe give somebody else a good laugh along the way. And, yeah. Let's just put a little bit on him so that way he doesn't look as bright and white. It is helping a little bit. So that he's not as in your face white, but oh my goodness, this will be so much better when I get the brown though. 100% better, because he's not gonna be bright white like that. Let's try to get some more on his head here so that way it takes like the brightness out of his face a little bit too. Oh yeah, I gotta do his little nose. I forgot about doing his little nose. Yeah, it is helping a little bit, guys. But this is like, you know, one of them things where you could mess with it for hours. And we've already went way overboard on time on this video. So, but, you know, I didn't want to cut it out because I didn't want, you know, I wanted to show you guys the fails of it, you know, what worked, what didn't, how to fix things, you know, just how I came about doing what I did. So, well, there he is, guys, and I know he looks absolutely ratchet on camera, but I promise he doesn't look that bad in person. It actually looks way better in person than on camera. So, yeah. Alright, you guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. And, I will see you in the next video. Also, I just got an update. I just figured I'd let you know real quick. I just got an update about my, frog mold that I've been waiting forever on, the big, large frog mold that Pouring Your Heart Out made and is selling on Amazon. It's supposed to be here within the next couple days. So, here's kind of my idea for what I want to do with this frog, okay? I want to put a pond, build a pond, like a koi pond, inside of the frog mold. How cool would that be? I've been buying things and collecting things over the last, couple weeks. And so I got some moss to put in them and some shell. And I also got, some of these, river rocks. I got sea glass, and I got, seashells and sand. I got all kinds of stuff to put in this frog. I got little mushrooms, and I mean, I'm not kidding you when I tell you that I got all kinds of stuff for this frog, because I really seriously want to build, like, a little pond inside of this frog, like, put fish in there and all of that. I mean, I think it would be so cute. So, I am super excited to get this frog because I've been waiting forever and collecting stuff to build in him forever. And, also, I'm like a little kid. I can't wait. But yeah, once I get it, I'm going to start working on it. It will take a couple days to do because you're going to have to build it in layers. I'm going to have to do it in layers. And, but yeah, so looking forward to that. If you're excited, stay tuned to watch that as well. And, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. If there's something you guys want to see me do, or you have any questions or ideas, just shoot them down in the comments, you guys. I would love to hear it, and I would love your ideas on stuff to make. If there's any molds that you want to see me do, let me know. I will get on and I will order them and have them shipped to me so that way we can do them. And, if there's anybody that has seen anything I made on the channel and they would like to purchase it or a custom of it, please reach out to me and let me know. I absolutely open arm welcome everybody. And I much appreciate every single one of you, new and old subscribers. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!